We went to Europe on the Queen Mary, which was a mistake, actually, because we went wild on the boat. Stayed up all night dancing and carrying on, and we walked into the theater the next day rehearsing. We were a mess. And Martha said, we're going to start with the jumps. Now, nobody starts a dance class with jumps. But she was mad at us because we had so much fun on the boat.
The company was used as like this political pawn during the Cold War to go to different places around the globe to send a message.
The State Department sponsored several tours of the Graham Company overseas, and we really saw them as not political diplomacy, but being sent around the world to reach audiences everywhere with the universality of art. And there's this amazing jazz musical called The Real Ambassadors that Dave Brubeck wrote, and it talks about artists like Martha Graham serving as ambassadors, and Louis Armstrong sang it on the album.
And just to stop internal mayhem, we dispatch Martha Graham. That's what we call cultural exchange. That's what we call cultural exchange.
My company and I did a State Department tour to the Orient in 1954. Before we left, people kept saying to me, "But how will they understand your dances? Will you be upset if the audience does not understand?" I said, "I'm not interested in whether they understand or not. I'm only interested if they feel it." I've tried to reveal the quickening of people's sensitivity, the opening of doors that have not been opened before.
It was coming in the wake of some of the very bad press we were getting abroad from segregation issues in the South.
We were the first integrated company in America. So, Martha claiming that she was apolitical is really, actions speak louder than words.
I could not do a single step if I did not believe in brotherhood. But I am not a propagandist. I don't need to make dances that say they are about brotherhood. All my dances are.
In the 30s, she was clearly influenced by the rise of fascism, what was happening in Europe. Her company was filled with young Jewish women. And in 1936, Martha famously turned down the Nazis' invitation to dance at the Olympic Games in Berlin.
I must decline your invitation. I would find it impossible to dance in Germany at the present time. So many artists whom I respect and admire have been persecuted, have been deprived of the right to work for ridiculous and unsatisfactory reasons, that I should consider it impossible to identify myself by accepting your invitation with the regime that has made such things possible. In addition, some of my concert group would not be welcomed in Germany or willing to go. This refusal is directed only against the practices of the authorities and does not reflect on German artists, for many of whom I have the greatest affection and respect. Sincerely yours, Martha Graham.
Spectre is the abstract way of personifying war, how it makes you feel death, grief, that pain. When I throw the skirt and then fall back into it, It almost looks like a pool of blood. And then I take the skirt on the set and I lay back flat. And it literally looks like I'm in a coffin, symbolizing the aftermath, like a battle has just happened.